Good evening, everybody, and welcome to our weekly business presentation where we're going to be telling you all about our amazing products and our work from home business opportunity too. And we have got a jam-packed call tonight. We've got an incredible speaker coming up for you this evening too. So without further ado, we're going to get started right away with our lovely Paula, who is going to be telling you about our amazing products.
Thank you, Sara, and thank you so much for everyone joining us this evening. I hope you're all well. So as Sara said, my name is Paula, and I just want to give you a very quick overview on our Juice Plus products and what makes them unique. So our products are Juice Plus, as we all know, and they are the world's most researched nutritional products in the world. So they're basically the best nutritional products that you can get, completely plant-based, all natural, vegan, and gluten-free, like everything, right? So they're just there for absolutely everybody. Now, the best thing about them is they're made of fruits and vegetables, and our main products, the bottles there that you can see, the red, the green, and the purple, are our premium capsules, and they're made from a variety of 30 raw fruits, vegetables, and berries. So we all know that fruits and vegetables help to keep us healthy, and that's exactly what our capsules help us to do by helping to bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should be eating to help keeping us healthy in a really easy, quick, convenient, and affordable way. Next slide, please, James. And as well as the premium capsules, we've got a whole range of products, but and instead of just being for adults, they're for the whole family. We're hugely passionate about helping the whole family to be healthy. And we've got this amazing program called the Healthy Starts for Families program, which is where an adult buys the capsules that I've just been talking about briefly, and they're eligible to get children and teenagers absolutely free. So over 1.5 million families have taken part in this program and of all over the world, and you can see some of the staggering results here. 96% of them have shown positive health benefits, and I won't run through them, but you can just have a quick glance at some of those amazing statistics there. You know, so for your whole family to be able to get all their fruits and vegetables in such an easy way and for free for children, it's an absolute no-brainer. Next slide, please, James. And we have our complete range as well. And complete, as the name suggests, means it's a complete meal. It's basically got everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal. And the shakes are one of our most popular ones of the complete products of the complete, and you can have either for breakfast, healthy breakfast, getting your nutrition in a really, takes 1 minute to make and 1 minute to drink. Absolutely delicious, vegan, gluten-free, low GI, and gives you lots of energy as well. Perfect for weight loss if you want to lose weight, because they've got all the nutrition in, so you can have for a meal replacement with only 220 calories, but you're getting all that nutrition as well. And you can have a weight gain as well, have it as well as a meal. You can have it pre and post workout. So totally versatile and really, really healthy. So anyone who takes these, you're going to get all the nutrition you need and get great results as well. And you can get them in the bars, the soups, and the boosters, which I won't go through. But if you want more information about all the products, please go to the person who put you on the call this evening. And so basically, I just wanted to give you a really quick overview. Our products are totally bioavailable. They go straight into the bloodstream. They're not vitamins, they're synthetic vitamins. They're whole foods made of real fruits and vegetables, and you're getting all the nutrition from the fruits and vegetables you need to keep healthy. So hope you enjoyed that, and any more information, please talk to the person who put you on the call this evening. Thank you.
Amazing, thank you, Paula. I've been using our products for over 5 years now as well, and I absolutely swear by them. So we are now very quickly going to hear from someone who is already on the products and just see what she is thinking of them so far. Sam, are you there?
There you go.
Yay, how are you?
I'm okay, thank you. Sorry, eating as usual.
Oh God, always eating.
I'm surprised. I'm good, thanks. Yeah, so the products, someone asked me the other day what my favorite one was, and I instantly go to the Amigas, and I think, yeah, they're my favorite one for sure. They do so much for me. Like, you know, they're anti-inflammatory. They're, for me, more importantly than anything, hormone, not reducing, that'd be weird, balancing, hormone balancing, and have helped me big time with my anxiety and postpartum depression, come out of that the other side. So they're just freaking amazing, and I will not be without them now. And they're good for a face mask too. And the shakes are my second favorite thing, because they're just delicious and nutritious, and they're just, I don't ever have them as a shake. I always have them as pancakes or cakes, healthy vegan cakes, but cake, because they're so versatile. It's just powder, isn't it? And they just fill me up so well. I'm a grazer, and wasn't a healthy grazer before I started Juice Plus products. Whatever's closest really would go in my mouth. But with the shakes, they fill me up so well, and with obviously the correct nutrition, that for a few hours I'm like, oh, I haven't eaten anything, but I'm not hungry. I don't need to tone it down. So they're just brilliant. And yeah, I got off a load of baby weight, and stronger and fitter, and just mental health as well. Capsules, and like I say, the Amigas have totally and utterly balanced me out. And if I feel fit and strong and healthy and energetic, then everything else flows, and it's just brilliant. My uplifts came yesterday. I've been waiting for them for a little while. I've been with one sad little stick on the side. I'm going, no, I'm not going to have you. No, you're my like emergency. And my box came yesterday, so they are just friggin' amazing to have there, in case you want another boost. And I was studying a little while ago a doula course, and it was like a whole day, and it was not my first language, it was in Spanish, and it was like, how do you say, like, it was, oh my god, it was like face to face with a lot of people. So it's all like, you know, like I said, not my own language, full on intense weekends. But I'm not even joking, I would take an uplift in them, like, with me physically, obviously take it when I'm there, and I'd be like, right, ready. Like, that's how they affected me. Not for everyone, I know, but I just love them. I just love them so much. Oh my god, I can't wait to have one tomorrow. I just love them so much. And yeah, I want everything basically, and they've just pepped me up no end, like energy. And it's not energy that like goes like this and then comes like this. It's just, I'm like, since I started them, I'm like up here, and then just I just stay up there with my products basically. And if I don't have my capsules, like the premiums and the Amigas, if I don't have them, am I talking too fast? If I don't have them in like a few days, I really notice the difference. I'm like, ugh, I'm so tired. Like the old me, which you think is normal and it's okay, but I just want to be energetic basically, because everything else comes from that. And I'll stop talking, put myself on mute.
Oh no, Sam, that was absolutely amazing. I love that you're so passionate about the products as well. And I think, you know what, like you said, losing the baby weight and stuff is absolutely amazing, but feeling much healthier and much more energetic and all round better is, you know, far more important. And you look absolutely amazing as always. Thank you very much, Sam. So we are now going to move on to the business side of things. We're really excited to hear from Howard, who's going to tell you about our business and structure and stuff like that.
Thank you very much, Sara. A warm welcome to everybody here this evening, especially those people who may be just checking this out for the very first time and on their first call, if you like, first Zoom call, really checking to see what Juice Plus and the Juice Plus opportunity is all about. Well, as you can see there, across the Juice Plus world, we welcome around about in fact, in excess of 5,000 new partners each month. Let's have a think about that. Now, we're active in around about 30 countries. So, you know, something like, what's that, about 130, 140 partners per country. Obviously, it varies from place to place. But why do you think that is? Well, we live in a time where, you know, nobody's awareness about their own personal health has ever been higher. And that's possibly stating the obvious, but that was the case before a little virus turned up and came to the Far East and is affecting obviously the world. With that has come a situation where job security, I asked the question, what is that? It just, if it ever existed, it doesn't anymore. Number of people I've met and have spoken to over the last few months, last 18 months or so, if they haven't lost their jobs, they are fearful for doing so. Their jobs change, their role has altered, their conditions have, and therefore there's a lot of uncertainty. And people with the heavy outgoings that they have are more open than ever before to look at something else, to deriving another form of income that they can actually bring into their household. Couple that with the fact that we're talking about health, doesn't that just make sense to at least check it out thoroughly? And that is why 5,000, in excess of 5,000 every single month are joining. Let's move on. There are not 1, 2, 3, but 4 ways that you can actually derive an income. I'm just going to pick, we're going to pick one here. You'll see that staircase, and everybody starts on the left-hand side as a partner. And with certain criteria, you can move up that staircase. And along the way, really from your very first position, you can actually pick up a bonus of £50 if you make that first position. And many, many people do that in their very first month. Carry that on. If you get to that top position right on the right-hand side there of PMD plus, you will have picked up along the way very nearly £120,000 of bonuses. And that's in itself a pretty much a life-changing amount of money. But add to that the commissions you've been making along the way, it really does become very, very interesting. Now, you might think, well, with all this that's happening, what is the investment? What is the risk that we actually have to sort of to actually outlay to actually access that amount of reward? And if we go on to the next slide, I'll come back to that, leave you with that thought a second. Next slide, please, James. So what does Juice Plus do? And effectively, it is a low-cost franchise. And coming back to that amount that we have to invest is £50. Now, when I bought a business back in 2002, I invested £30,000 of my own cash, didn't borrow anything. That bought me half a business. I had to find somebody else who's going to match me, which I did, but that was risky. That was a lot of my own cash. And 15, 16 years later, that was the end of it. With this, it was £50. And with that, you have a global brand, a product range that has been established now for 28 years this month, in fact. 1993, September 93 was when Juice Plus was launched. Obviously, more products have augmented the range that we have now. So they do all the R&D, all the product research. They provide us with, that £50 provides us with our own website. It also provides us with a virtual office where we can track our business, help other people that are in our team. You can actually derive a 10% sales profit right from day one. I'll let you look at the look at that information there, and do ask the person who invited you on the call more details about that. But essentially, what Juice Plus, the company, does is do all the heavy lifting for us. They ship the product, they collect the money. All we have to do, and they account to us on the 10th of each month, by the way, all we're tasked with doing is developing and building a customer base and helping, training, encouraging other people to do exactly the same thing. And if you do that often enough and long enough, you'll make those steps up that staircase that we saw a second ago. Okay, just moving on. You can start earning with Juice Plus from the moment you become a partner. Literally, you can do that. You actually get paid for your own usage. That's quite fun. But you're tasked with finding customers. And typically, in your first 3 months, I mean, these figures are quite notional, really. You can earn between £330 and £1,080. I'm here to tell you that there are plenty of people who've done in excess of that. It really is up to you. You have your foot on, or your hand on your throttle. You have your foot on the accelerator. If you want to go crazy, go absolutely, hell for leather, there'll be people in your team who have got a vested interest in you doing just that. And they will help you do the utmost to achieve the goals that you set yourself. And that's the beauty of it. We haven't got a boss looking over our shoulders who's saying, you must do this by a certain time. The pressure is what we set ourselves, but we have help every single step of the way. So moving on to the next slide, it's all very well looking at where we are now. And as I think I mentioned, around about 30 countries are occupied, or we are actually active in 30 countries. And you can see there, North America, that's covered. And we've moved into Central America fairly recently, Mexico. Good chunk of Europe's all covered, a little bit down in Oceania, Australia, New Zealand. Asia, we're really just scratching the surface there with the UAE in the Middle East and Malaysia and Singapore in the Far East. So let's have a look at the gaps. Look at them, will you? South America, nothing. Africa, nothing. Asia, very, very little. I totted up the populations of Russia, where we're not in, China, where we're not in, India, where we're not in. Over 3 billion people. Now, do you think there are people there in the current climate that we're experiencing who may be aware of their own health, maybe wanting to do something about it? and maybe have anxiety about bringing more money into their household. The beauty of this is that the internet knows no bounds. Absolutely none whatsoever. So long as we're active in a country, you can build a business with the power of modern communications, the internet and social media. It has never been easier to make connections. That's not to say that this is an easy business. It requires 2 words: hard work. And the harder you work, the greater the help you get, and the faster you will travel up that staircase. It's just as simple as that. So thank you very much for your attention. Do please, that's only a very brief overview, ask the person who invited you on this call to explain more thoroughly about the business model that we use. But I thank you for your attention. I'll hand you back to Sara.
Thank you, Howard. I really enjoyed that presentation. And I just love that part about all the different countries that we're yet to expand into, because that really gives me goosebumps. I'm like, no, so excited. Thank you very much. So we are going to move on now. We've got a very special guest speaker this evening. And when I shared with my team who was speaking on the call tonight, they were all like, yay, we're so excited. So I'm going to welcome our lovely Sam, who is a national marketing director within our company. And Sam, if you wouldn't mind just getting started telling us a little bit about your journey with Juice Plus, that'd be amazing.
I will. Hello, thank you for having me. So I've been with Juice Plus now for over 6 years. I actually joined when I was a hairdresser, working 12-hour days, 6 days a week. And in absolute honesty, I joined to shut my now best friend up. She pestered me for a good 6 months online, and I was just like, absolutely no way, this is real. Cannot be a success. Like, it's a scam. This girl is trying to have me off. So I did say no for 6 months, and it's so funny now because we are best friends. We travel the world. We've had the most amazing life, and she was just a stranger, like a lot of people approach us at the very beginning. So I had a young son. I had a very young pregnancy. I had him when I was 16 years old, so he was really young. If you're a mum, I feel like you can relate. Maybe you just can't win as a mother. Like, I was working 12-hour days, 6 days a week, and I was always at work, and then everyone was saying you were never with your son. So Juice Plus purely came into my life, and I thought, I am sick of working all the time and having nothing left. I still had no money left. I was still always out at work. So I just thought, I've got nothing to lose, and I went for it. So in the first year, it was kind of mind-blowing. Month 1, I made £700, and I just looked at my bank account thinking, this is not possible. Like, this is just from being on social media, which we were all on anyway. And I was just gobsmacked. So from the get-go, I was sold, and here I am 6 years later. So it's actually been able to make me retire full-time from my hairdressing. So that meant that from living at work and still being absolutely broke, I now just live my life as and when I want. I travel the world. My son doesn't want for anything. But more than nothing, I am there every minute of every day for my son. So it did give me that absolute time freedom. Like I said, we've traveled the world. We've had dream trips. I took him to Disney World, Florida. We went to New York for Christmas. And I'm a single mum, so to be able to say I've done that on my own when everyone put you down so much that you weren't going to achieve anything, it's just a lifeline that I never thought would be possible, let alone so easily achievable. We're all online anyway. It's wasted time, isn't it? So I just literally invested into it, and I absolutely love it. So it has changed our life financially, but mentally it has just made me so much stronger. Through the hard times, we've got a big army of girls that now just spur each other on. And it's really, really addictive when you get going. Like, if I wake up in the morning and I haven't really posted or anything, I'm literally like, oh my God. Whereas like a normal 9 to 5, you're dragging yourself out of bed going, I've got to go to the office. We literally have to wake up and post. And in lockdown alone, I trebled my business, hitting the pinnacle position of National Marketing Director and Club 50. So went from £700 month 1 to my highest wage in lockdown being £12,000 for 1 month's wages. Like, it just blows my mind still every single day that this is because a girl stalked me and I said it was a scam. So I know that we all can feel like that, and the best bit of advice I can give you is just go for it. Obviously it's a business, treat it like a business, fall in love with the products. I didn't believe in the products. I believed that I was already skinny, that I didn't need them. When actually I was always so ill. I always had tonsillitis, I was always run down. So find your actual product story, find your love for it, and you'll naturally just share it then, just like we do checking into restaurants. you're checking into a restaurant, you're not getting paid. If you check in, but advise that you've used these capsules. So my story is, I've never had tonsillitis in 6 years from our premium capsules. And to me, I will take them for the rest of my life, because if you have had tonsillitis, it is hell on earth. So fall in love with the products and you will naturally share them. And then it's just like checking in everywhere else, but we're getting paid for it, unlike other people.
Amazing. I just love your story, Sam, and I think as well it's so relatable for everyone, and just such an amazing success story as well. And just take my hat off to you, like, you know, single mum, and all the things that you've done for your son and the life that you've given him, and traveling to all these amazing places, just absolutely incredible. So well done. And are you now going to share with us, you know, how you get started in the business and your top tips and stuff like that? Is that right?
Yeah. So when I started, some people I think are a bit afraid of using their own personal accounts. The best bit of advice I can give to you is, don't go make a fresh account. Don't go and think you need to shy away from who you are, because people buy into you. The last few months alone, I've had so many people join my team that are in a tiny town. Like, our town is about this big. So you'd think I've been here 6 years. Everybody knows about me being the Juice Plus girl in our tiny little town. And I cannot stress enough how unbelievable a few of these girls have come in and just swiped up all of the sales from people in my town that simply wouldn't come to me. So do not shy away from using your own profile. Being you, people are going to buy from you because they relate to you. People are going to join your team because they relate to you. This is the joy of our business. We are all absolutely different. So you all find your own clique and you find your own crowd of people in your own right. So first off, straight away, go in on your own profile. Like I said briefly, find your love for the product and run with what it is you're looking for. So like I said, I was already a slim girl. So I wasn't looking for the weight loss side. I was wanting to feel healthier, sleep better. Find what it is that you are really confident in feeling better about and what the product is doing for you, and then just run down that path, and then you'll naturally bring in the other sales anyway. And just be yourself. Definitely, if you follow my profiles, I am still 100% a wacko. I've just been to Ibiza, and I literally recruited so many girls in Ibiza because I was just talking and being all wild, and they said, what is it you do for work? And that is our job. Literally, I was drunk in Ocean Beach, like, oh, I just work on the internet. And they all think you're an influencer. And I'm like, I'm just the influencer without the annoying bit of being famous, because I definitely don't want that. So, you know, just be yourself and then attract the people that you can relate to. And I just think if you are not treating it as a business, that's why you're instantly going to lose the love for it. You're instantly not going to feel like you're getting going really, really well. So I was a hairdresser and I did not care one little bit about putting 10 different hairdos on that I'd done that day, or highlight offers or color offers, that kind of thing. So just remember, you are going in as a business and treat it exactly like that, because you wouldn't get a shop on the high street and not say, I'm opening up this shop, please come down and see me. You wouldn't be then sporadically open. Like, you would have a time schedule that you were opening those shop doors. So just treat that exactly the same. Like, we all do have family lives, kids, like social lives. You do not have to make it consume your life. You just have to find a solid routine that you naturally will forget you're even doing it. I wake up in the morning, I just post. I don't even know I do it anymore. So just think, you are having the joy of a business without having to go and open that shop. All you've got to do is actively post on Facebook. So set yourself a routine and aim to hit your, I call it a daily method of operation. Literally keep it really, really simple, because I think it can get overwhelming if we think too much into it. So a simple tick list of what you want to do each day, how many posts you want to put out there, how many people you want to connect with, how many new people you want to add. And just think, if you were opening a shop and you didn't have one customer come in that day, you wouldn't just fold that shop and say, I'm going to shut. So remember it is a business, and remember through those days, you might not have people speak to you every single day. You might not have customers every single day, but it's the consistency of showing up every single day and being the excited girl, because it's excitement that sells. You can't sit there and go, buy my shake. Like, it's not going to work. So you've got to show off your personality and just really, really own it and be so confident in what you're doing that even if you have a bad day, you know it is going to come. Anything else, Sarah?
Sorry, I'm here writing notes.
I feel like I don't stop for air and then I'm like, have I said enough?
No, honestly, I totally agree with everything you said. And I think sometimes we can be guilty of trying to overcomplicate things. And it's really nice to go back and say, actually, do you know what? This is what we really get paid to do, is to use the products, share our journey, be consistent, have that little tick list. And just like you said, I think your passion and excitement for the products is what shines through. And when you've got that, which you will naturally get, I'm so confident when I say that to people, you are going to love our products, because everybody loves our products, because they're going to boost your energy levels and you're going to feel incredible. And obviously what's going to happen off the back of that is you're going to want to share it and shout about it, and then people are going to naturally come to you. So I think, just to touch on what you said, I know that it can be sometimes a bit scary, or you think, what am I going to do, or how am I going to do this? But just authentically using the products and sharing your journey is literally what we do, just as Sam said. So just to sort of finish up, Sam, obviously you've had an incredible 6 years with the company. I suppose just 2 quick fire questions. You're going to be like, we didn't plan this. What's the best thing this business has done for you?
I run a business for my mum as well. So obviously, because I had my son so young and I was a single parent, my mum's like the other arm to my parenting. So being able to give my mum a full-time income from this business every single month and make my whole family travel the world and everything like that, that's like more than anything I could ever be grateful for that it earns me, because it's just helping your family and the people that I wouldn't be here and be able to be this free and successful without them. So definitely that you can build everyone up, whether it's family, watching your team grow. Like, my team's success is out of this world. So it's definitely always about everyone else. And as long as you look after everyone else, you will always rise to the top.
Oh, that made me feel goosebumpy. I love that. And how nice to be able to look after your mum like that. And last quick fire question of the evening. God, I've forgotten what I was going to ask you. Last quick fire question of the evening. What would you say to someone who maybe someone's been stalking them like your best friend did, saying to them, do you know what, you would be so good at this? What would you say to them when they've just been maybe thinking about it or on the fence for so long?
So do you know what it is? Natalie has a really good way with words. She stalked me, like I said, for 6 months. And I actually went on holiday, and then she watched the whole thing and then was like, are you skint now? Do you want to interview me?
No way!
So consistent. Like, we've got to give it to her. And it was, if anything, like, just think, what have you got to lose? I did it to shut her up, and then I've earned five figures in 1 month's wages. I've been able to retire, help my family, like so many dream things. But above all else, it's given me confidence, self-belief, so much personal growth. Like, what have you got to lose is just what I always say. And that sounds so like cliche, but you could say no, like I did for 6 months, or you could say yes and give yourself 6 months and just say, right, I'm going to give myself 6 months. I'll see where I am in 6 months. And worst case scenario is you go, it's not for me. But I guarantee every single person that has come in through my team, maybe gone quiet, maybe come back, everybody always comes back to our company. And we all know it as leaders, because it's just the team spirit. Like, speaking on calls like this, like, we are all just so tight on the self-belief, the love from the company, the things it has done for us. Like, we've all just had a horrendous like lockdown 2 years, and we all just had the best couple of years of our lives. So what is the worst thing that could happen? Like, a few people might unfollow you, a few people might laugh at you. Like, that's the very worst. And the pleasure of this is, like, I don't really like people. Like, I do. But, you know, I couldn't work in a shop with people whinging all day. We are behind the screen. If they don't like it, you just delete them. You just block them. If someone doesn't want to buy anything, just move on to the next one. Like, we have got that you can just go, okay, next. Like, the worst thing that someone can say is no. So you should just say yes and give it a go. Set yourself a solid period and just see what happens.
Oh, Sam, absolutely loved it. Incredible top tips. You've smashed it. Like, what you've achieved and what you've done for your family is just, you know, absolutely mind blowing. So huge congratulations. Thank you so much for joining the call. Thanks for your time tonight as well. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And thank you everybody for joining us this evening. We hope you loved it. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, Howard, Paula, Sam, James for arranging. And if you've got any questions at all, go back to whoever invited you onto the call. They'll be more than happy to help. And we can't wait to welcome you to our Juice Plus family. Night, guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.